I'm Erica from Bravo Migration, and I'm here today to tell you that we have finally had some news this week that will positively affect students who are not able to come to Australia right now due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As many of you watching know, our borders have been closed since the 20th of March, and this has been one of the determining factors in our ability to slow the spread of the virus in Australia and place us in a much better position than many other countries out there when it comes to numbers of infected people, outbreaks and deaths. On the 20th of July, the acting Minister for Immigration announced some changes that will help you if you're an international student out there, so you can get ready to pack your bags when you come to Australia as soon as the borders reopen. So no, the borders are not open yet, and we still don't have a date when they will be open. But there have been 5 changes announced this week, which at least mean that things are starting to move forward again. The 5 changes are: 1. Student visa applications lodged outside Australia just before the borders closed or even after that have been on hold, but processing will now recommence. So if you have been waiting for an answer from immigration in relation to your student visa, you may receive a visa grant soon. Why is the government doing this? They want to make sure that when the borders reopen, students will be ready to travel. Change number 2. If you have a student visa already approved, but you are stuck outside because the borders have closed, you will be able to lodge another student visa without having to pay for another student visa application fee if your visa runs out before you are able to come to Australia, or if you come right at the end of your visa. These are welcome news, and we had a lot of people asking us if there would be some sort of arrangement like this in place, so we are happy to tell you that yes, this will happen. Number 3, if you planned to use your studies in Australia to apply for a graduate visa after you finish your studies, and also you wanted to claim points for those studies, you would be required to show evidence that you studied for 2 years in Australia. Now, if you're stuck outside because of COVID-19, you will be able to count the time you have studied outside of Australia online towards those 2 years. Now, number 4, if you had a student visa when you completed your course and you want to apply for a graduate visa and you qualify, of course, but you're still outside of Australia, you will be able to do it from outside. So this is major. Graduate visa has never been allowed to apply for outside if you're the primary applicant. Family members could, but graduates have never been allowed to do that. So this is a major change to make things easier for international students and obviously welcome you back into the country. Now, the last change has to do with extra time being granted to people who couldn't provide English test results for their visa applications because there were no testing centers open or no test dates available. So now you have more time. So welcome news. We don't know how these changes will translate into legislation yet, but they reflect a point the government wants to make, which is ensure that you, an international student, understand how important you are to Australia. After all international students bring around $40 billion annually to our economy, and there are 250,000 jobs estimated to depend on this. So the Australian government wants to ensure the global pandemic doesn't affect our ability as a country to welcome you to study here, and that will remain an attractive destination for those who want to study here as well. So keep tuned to our webinars and our social media channels. Again, we don't know how these changes will translate into legislation and what will be the legal process for those things, but that's exactly why we are here for, and that's exactly our jobs, to help you with the legal hoops and the applications. So get in touch with us, and hopefully the borders will open soon, but in the meantime, at least visas for offshore students will start moving soon as well. And if you're stuck and wanting to apply for a graduate visa, also contact us. We offer a free assessment for potential graduate student study visas, and we'll be happy to help you. So stay safe wherever you are, and thanks for watching.